All right, I'm back again.
Really unusual situation here with the depleted Whitewater team. They've had the flu or some kind of a bug go through the team over the last couple of days, and they are down to 5 players only.
Yeah, so this should be a really interesting game that we have here, and we're going to have a quick early turnover here by Whitewater.
And right off the bat, one of the things you see a lineup for Illinois that you never see. Coach Tyree has started all of his lower class players to give them an opportunity to play against this Whitewater lineup, in a way respecting what's happened to Whitewater, but also giving an opportunity to a bunch of his players to play together in this unusual situation and get more minutes.
Yes, especially his seniors here. We have Noah Eckelberg, Mohammed Molam, and Martrell Stevens representing the senior class here, enjoying their time here on the floor with their teammates. Atkins here, he's bringing the ball up for Illinois.
Yeah, the core of what Illinois wants to do isn't going to change. So we talked in previous games about establishing that identity. These 5 players that are out there are part of that identity. So we should see that defensive adjustment and growth that we saw, repositioning, checking their shoulders, communicating, and then being willing to collapse it. We should see that with these players.
Whitewater with the ball here. Still a scoreless game. Looking to see who strikes first. On a quick turnover, we have Martrell Stevens throws the ball forward for Tanner Atkins. Tanner Atkins looking to score here, and he gets his scoop layup to go.
Yeah, great awareness by Martrell Stevens, passing out of what is like a non-traditional passing position, but knowing he can make that play. That's the play to make to get his team that open transition layup. That's the basketball IQ piece that we really identify with Martrell as being a real strength.
And we're going to have, looks like a timeout.
Looks like a 10-second violation. So really good job by this lineup of lower class players, quickly getting into position defensively and then seeing the court and adjusting and flattening out and not letting Whitewater get space to be able to cut to the basket.
And a shot made there by Whitewater. Tanner Atkins coming into the paint there, drawing a foul.
Yeah, he got that defensive player for Whitewater to just rotate to the right, and then he had space to be able to cut back and attack the back of the defenders. If you're a young player out there and you're looking at how you make reads on the court offensively, about 95% of the time, what you're going to do is you're going to attack the back of the defender to get an opportunity to either score, pick, whatever. So all your cuts come from attacking backs of the defender. Your picks come from picking the backs of defenders. Even shots, jump shots, come from defenders collapsing in and giving you their back and you shooting over their back. So about 95% of the time.
And Atkins hits his second free throw.
So if you're a young player and you're trying to figure out your decision-making on the court, Look at the back of the defender and then figure out how you're going to attack that part of the defender when you're on court, either with a cut, a pick, being picked for, or a post.
Like a block there by Fitzpatrick. Able to get it to Eckelberg. Eckelberg is going to bring it up the floor. Fitzpatrick to Stevens. Eckelberg fighting, hustling for that rebound. He gets it to Pierce. Pierce able to get it for a nice bucket inside. Fitzpatrick squaring up for a shot. Just a little too much on it.
Yeah, all the Whitewater defenders in, or all the Illinois defenders in. And there
Another
you
foul and one.
There you see that one little piece that Illinois has been working on. See Molem getting caught facing the sideline, not looking behind and readjusting to see that pick when it's coming. When he finally did turn, he turned, boom, ran right into the Whitewater pick. That's what led to Whitewater getting to the basket.
Yes, we're going to see. So Abdul Salam was not able to get that free throw to go. Eckelberg bringing it up here now.
I like how he slowed at the three-point line. But
And
he's got a
Molem
shot.
with a shot there. Gallagher with the ball here for Whitewater. He gets it to Simeon. Simeon was looking for a shot there. And Stevens, who hit it out of his hand, forced a violation.
Yeah, that time you could see Illinois doing those little things, and they're pushing Whitewater farther out of the key, and Whitewater's not getting those opportunities to cut or pick to get to the basket.
Grant Pierce looking like he's squaring up for a shot, and he is. And it's blocked, but there's going to be a foul there against Abdul Salam. Pierce will shoot two here.
Yeah, right now Whitewater, the game looks close. It's going to be difficult for Whitewater with only 5 players to try to play the game at the pace that Illinois likes to play.
And Pierce can't get that one to go. But Eckelberg with the rebound. He gets it to Molem, and Molem, he gets it to Stevens. Stevens can't get it to go, but another rebound by Illinois. Molem puts up a shot, and he gets that one to go.
I like the adjustment by Molem as he took his matchup to the sideline, quickly pivoting his chair so he could see the court and make the next read.
Pierce able to get that ball there. Pierce looking for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, he's going to swing it at Eckelberg. Eckelberg looking like he's going to shoot it. He gets it to Molem again, and Molem, who's been on fire so far here.
Not a lot of space for that shot, but Molem finds that little sliver of daylight and squeezes the ball through. Nice pick and roll by the two of them.
Oh, and Gallagher inside. He can't get his shot to go. Stevens. He finds Molum again. Molum, who's looked like he wanted to shoot it, but he gets it to Pierce, and Pierce is going to give it to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is going to take it. It's a bit short. And Whitewater forced to call a timeout there.
Yeah, that'll be tough. One of the things that Whitewater will have to do is, yes, they want to get somebody over half for that post, but they're going to need, what's happening is they're also getting the ball down below the free throw line. And so there's a big gap for that pass. That's a tougher pass to make. It's easier for that defense to defend. That means they need one other player to get into this middle space between the three-point line and the half-court line and be a post there to help move the ball in two passes over instead of one pass. Somebody else will have to identify, have to step up and be a post for that and be an additional ball handler.
Indeed, here. We have a little over 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Illinois up 13-6. For checking in for Illinois, we see a new lineup here. Still have our senior trio of Stevens, Molum, and Eckelberg in, but coming in we have Binsfield and Milan, the sophomore duo.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I was chatting with Sebastian between games, and we were talking a little bit about continuing for him to learn how to use that three of his, that threat, to create a space and then scoring opportunities. This is a good game for him to practice that, to continue to work on that piece, showing shot, drawing the defense out, and then creating that pick and roll.
Indeed. Molum gonna kick it to Binsfield. Binsfield, he's gonna get it to Stevens. Well, nice little pick and roll there, and they're passing it back and forth, and Stevens, a nice little jumper falling back there.
Little fadeaway by Martrell. You can look him and you see Sebastian in roll. He's not normally the picker in that on-ball situation, but this time he was.
And a three-point attempt there by Gallagher. Just trying to see early if it can fall. He can't get it to go. Milan, he has the ball here. He's going to get it to Eckelberg. Eckelberg's going to shoot. And that shot just a little far left. But Binsfield able to get the rebound here. Stevens, a really hard layup to try and convert there.
Yeah, he rolled really quickly and he got too deep. He didn't have a good angle.
I think we're going to have a foul here on the floor. It's going to be against Illinois. Against Whitewater, excuse me.
That'll be one thing for Whitewater to be aware of, is making sure that they don't get in foul trouble. They have no room to breathe today on that.
Binsfield, he's going to kick it to Stevens. Stevens shot off the right side of the rim. Now 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Whitewater with the ball. They get it ahead there. And able to convert that there, Nazir Ray for Whitewater. Three seconds left. Binsfield with the ball. Here he kicks it to Stevens. Stevens unable to get his shot up to the rim. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Illinois is in a lead. This one 15-10. An interesting lineup here, but Illinois still able to execute everything that they want able to get players involved early and able to continue holding a lead here against this depleted Whitewater squad.
Yeah, I think it's throwing Illinois off a little bit. They were prepping for one particular type of lineup, and then they get a different look. And now they're having to try to figure out how their game plan looks against this different lineup. Whitewater, great job. Like, just very steadily, these guys came out, and they're just executing. They're just coming out and saying, "Which doesn't change a thing for them." They're going to come out and play. They're going to hustle. They're going to play the Whitewater way. They're going to be aggressive, and they're going to be disciplined in the half court. And for some of these Whitewater players, they're players who don't normally get a lot of playing time, and so they're going to take full advantage of this.
See Whitewater lining up here, preparing for Illinois to come in. Illinois quickly breaking that up. Checking in, we see John Matthew Davis and Joshua Pierce coming in from Milan and Binsfield. Stevens from Olam. And Eckelberg, he's going to get a shot up, but it's off the back iron.
You see Whitewater doing a really good job quickly getting a back pick on Illinois players. The Illinois players have to anticipate a bit better when they're going from offense to defense so that they don't get picked and they can get back in and flatten out their defense and take away some of the space.
Great hands there by Eckelberg, able to tip the ball out of bounds. Eckelberg able to come down with that rebound. Davis with the ball. Bolam, another shot. That one just a little too much. It's going to be Simeon with the ball here for Whitewater. Gallagher, he finds Salam in the paint, a great pass. It's going to be tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, great seal by Ray on the offside to get his teammate in. Illinois has to stay disciplined and take the things that they were doing better in their last game against Cooney and apply them here against Whitewater. Throughout the weekend, we've talked about Illinois still working on their identity. And your identity, it's who you are all the time, not just in one game or another game, every single game. And so regardless who they're playing, they have to be that way. They have to do the things they want to do defensively that are going to be part of their character.
Whitewater trying to get this ball past half court, but Illinois playing some pretty strong defense. And Illinois able to get another stop there. It's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, really smart play by Davis. He saw the Whitewater player getting ready to try to cross half court, and he sprinted that time chased over to prevent the Whitewater player from getting over. So most of the time you're going to go under. There's a handful of times that cause you to make the decision to go over. That's one of them.
Oh, and a pass, a risky one, intercepted there by Salam. Ooh, and a long-range attempt by Whitewater. Molam with the pass to Davis. Davis gets that in off the glass.
I like that pass going to that right hand for Davis. allows them to catch the ball, ball body defense, so the defense has no chance to contest it.
We're going to have Gallagher with the ball here.
I like the help by Martrell Stevens coming over to help stop the pick and roll by Whitewater.
And a three-point attempt by Whitewater. I think they're just trying to find some offense here, getting open looks. Molam with the ball. He's going to shoot it. And his shot just short.
And Whitewater having a lot of problems getting to the basket. Nice post up by Gallagher. But you can see they're struggling to get close to the basket. Illinois doing a good job seeing the court, communicating, and working together to stop those cuts.
Indeed, and Stevens with a shot attempt there. Can't get it to go, but a rebound by Atkins. He puts it up and can't get it to fall. Gallagher with the board. And another three-point attempt that just rimmed in and out. And I think we're really starting to see Whitewater trying to unlock their offense with this kind of unusual lineup that they're not used to. Eckelberg, his shot still just a bit off. Trying to get it to fall here.
Yeah, Illinois continuing with their defense extended. So this is becoming part of their identity. Now it's about executing those tiny little things. And we've seen this the last couple of possessions. They're starting to see the court, starting to anticipate.
Playing swarming defense here. Able to get a shot clock violation. Great defensive possession there by Illinois.
Yeah, and Whitewater, I think, is going to slowly wear down, and it's going to be more and more difficult for them to get past the speed and quickness of Illinois.
Davis, his shot a little short, but Stevens able to somehow get a shot up there. And then Atkins all unable to get a shot, but Davis again, and he's fouled.
Yeah, a bunch of scoring opportunities inside. Not able to capitalize on them. But again, for Whitewater, being careful on fouls because they just don't have the players. For those who aren't familiar out there, if you've got 5 players, you have to have 5 to start a game. Otherwise, it's a forfeit. During the game, if one of those players fouls out, you have to continue with 4 players if you don't have anybody to sub in.
Davis able to take the ball away there. and able to allow that one to just roll in there around the rim. Illinois starting to pick up their offense, even with an unusual lineup that they have out there. The lead is 21-12 with about 3.5 left in the first half. Another miss by Whitewater.
Yeah, here's that picked up pace by Illinois. Whitewater just getting just a half a push slower right now because of the pace. And that's all it takes to get position. The challenge in a game like this for a coach like Coach Jake Williams is how does he use this game to continue to improve his team and grow them.
Yeah, I think in a game like this is where the depth of your lineup obviously is shown, but I think it just really strengthens your team and strengthens the depth that you have established here once you get your lineup back at full health.
Yeah, and Coach Williams got to remember that this Illinois team that they're going to play, they could see them at nationals, and he wants to talk about how they're going to play against this particular style of play when they get to nationals. This is almost like sitting down with his players that are on the bench right now. It's like a live video session, showing them what to do and asking them, what would you do in response? Or where are the reads, the cues that guide you?
Molam with the ball here for Illinois. He's going to find Davis a little too high of a pass, going to be a turnover.
See Whitewater there calling a timeout. Didn't want to get the 10-second backcourt violation. That's a good tactic to a point, but you don't have unlimited timeouts. So at some point they're going to have to make the technical and tactical corrections that allow them to get the ball over, because eventually they're just going to have to take the 10-second violations if they don't make those technical tactical adjustments. Here we can see Illinois extending up, continuing to do their marquee defense, their style of defensive play, working on all those little pieces.
And Stevens getting a hand in there, creating a tough shot for Gallagher. Great job there by Stevens.
Shot just a little bit off by Fitzpatrick.
Salam trying to find a teammate here. He's just wondering who he can even get the ball to. And Illinois just starting to really get to him here. He's getting doubled. And Stevens with the deflection, he gets it out to Fitzpatrick, who tips it to Davis. And Davis can't get his layup to go there.
Yeah, the Whitewater defender doing a really good job staying straight and not going into Davis as he was driving. And so holding his position so he didn't get called for the foul.
And Gallagher able to hit that little bank shot there.
Yeah, Davis with a really good look, a nice cut on the baseline. Ball got to him plenty of time, and he just pushed it a little bit too hard.
Fitzpatrick for three. It's going to be a little too much off the back iron.
Yeah, the shot looks like it's a good shot to take.
Davis.
One of the things I'd like to see, like Fitzpatrick do, he's starting with the ball on his lap and shooting it straight up from there. I'd like to see him start with the ball a little bit higher, then bring it down to his lap and then back up. That, I think, will smooth out his shot a little bit, and it'll help with some of his power generation.
Another turnover there.
Yeah, Davis with a great opportunity. I think this is one of those opportunities where what he does, he should go to the rim with his left hand, not his right hand in that situation.
Whitewater having to get the ball across the court here again. Something they've been struggling with this game here. I think those are some of like the growing pains, I guess you could say, with a pretty inexperienced lineup here. And an attempt at a three by Stevens to shoot the shot before the half, but it's no good. But Illinois is up 23-16 in this kind of low-scoring half. Pretty interesting lineups for both teams, but Illinois able to really stay true to who they are. And I think they're doing a pretty good job out there.
Yeah, the Illini have done a really good job with their defense. They've really prevented Whitewater from getting to the rim. There have been a couple of breakdowns, but for the most part, really, really good job. So that's a continuation of the game earlier today against CUNY and some of the gains we saw them make yesterday against Auburn. So some really good things defensively there. We're seeing them stick to their identity defensively. Offensively, we see it's a little bit jumbled out there. Need a little bit more discipline to create the space they want and then be able to be precise in the way they go about attacking back with picks and cuts.
Indeed. We'll see how the second half goes here when we come back from the half.
Welcome to Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana with 7 manufacturers and nearly 1,000 vehicles in stock. Our commitment to you doesn't end when you purchase a vehicle. We're committed to giving you the best ownership experience possible. Keep your vehicle running right with regularly scheduled maintenance from our experienced team of factory-trained technicians and our brand new state-of-the-art facilities. Napleton's Auto Park of Urbana. Why go anywhere else?
From harnessing the transformative power of computing and data sciences to discovering new ways for environmental and agricultural sustainability, to opening new pathways for better patient care and medical discovery using AI. At Illinois, we develop and deliver ideas that positively impact the world.
The minutes between contractions, the hours a loved one is in surgery, the first steps after a knee replacement. When it comes to your health, we know you're counting on a lot. At Carle Health, you can always count on us. In these moments, and in all the moments to come, delivering exceptional care, providing compassion and support, working together as one system across every community we serve. Because this is where care counts.
This is the moment of a lifetime. The clock's ticking like my lifeline. Until I flatline, I push it to the red line. Who gon' stop me high? Who gon' stop me high? Breathtaking, a move that I make. I give it everything I got. Cause that what it takes. I push the limit till it break. The heart of the brave. The soul of a legend with the will to be great. Hold up. The soul of a legend with the will to be great. Hold up. Who gon' stop me in my moment? Who gon' stop me when I'm going? You can't break me, I don't back down. Like a king, give me my crown.
Do you remember when we first started this journey together? We ventured forth and forged a bond. Made to unite, made to perform. It was a new partnership. We found new ways to excel despite the odds. We were built for each other. It was the first time I felt like I belonged, like I was a part of something bigger. Together we faced adversity and embraced it. And with you by my side, I've become better, more durable, stronger. Because what others see as limitations, I see as strengths. Our community has fueled my fire. Together we've rewritten the narrative, unlocking doors to a world of possibility. I'm proud of the journey we've taken, to be a part of something truly groundbreaking. I see a world where limitations are shattered and possibilities unlocked.
Performax, empowering athletes and redefining limits for 25 years.
We are innovators, explorers, creators. We inspire each other and welcome everyone. Create your next experience in the Champaign-Urbana area.
From its beginnings as a single stately hall in 1867, the University of Illinois has twined its way around the hearts of Illini. Today, we invite you to explore its twists and turns, discover its hidden treasures, and encounter its home in your heart. As you pass through our halls and navigate our grounds, the bricks and marble and worn paper of past generations, you will discover your own place, your own essential seed of inspiration. At Illinois, our students seek themselves in the light of wisdom passed down by previous generations. They seek tradition in the warm welcome of the Illini Union's hallowed halls. They seek travel between the pages of long-loved books. They seek spirit in the bite of fresh fall air at Memorial Stadium. They seek knowledge in the classroom and camaraderie with their classmates. They seek contentment in Altgeld's chimes echoing across the quad. And as they seek, they stretch toward the realm of possibilities that lie beyond Illinois, while planting roots in the foundation of a timeless community. As the university continues to radiate outward through the education of thousands of individuals, we invite you to consume, create, and flourish under its illuminating tutelage, and find a home in our welcoming arms.
And all right, coming out of the half, we have Illinois up 23-16. We're seeing just a slightly different lineup there for Illinois, with Fitzpatrick and Pierce checking in for Illinois.
Yeah, and right off the bat, we see Simeon come out and take that three. It was interesting watching him at the half, watching and seeing what players do at half. And one of the things he was doing was he was taking some threes, I think, to get himself set up to do that more in the game, because that might be the look that they get because of Illinois' defense stopping them going to the basket.
Yeah, and honestly, if they can start hitting a three, that might be something that just even marginally can open up a little more offense for them. Stevens has the ball here. He kicks it to Pierce, who gets it to Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick was looking to give it to Molam, and Molam was stopped there. His shot was short.
Yeah, one of the things you're seeing, and every now and then the Illinois and Whitewater players are dumping into a player that's being covered. What they need to do is they need to see where the defense is coming from, and they need to pass where the defense is coming from on those triple switches especially.
Ooh, and a shot almost connected there. Somehow Whitewater able to collect the rebound there, and Salam able to convert that. Pierce looking ahead, trying to see if he can find an open man down the floor.
Yeah, he really needs to show shot to get those defenders to start to come out, or at least lean out at them. When he's just dribbling around, they're not going to come out because he doesn't look like he's a threat.
And Stevens able to hit a nice jumper there, keeping the lead here at 7. 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, Illinois continuing with their defense. Fitzpatrick being really physical with the Whitewater player. The Whitewater player too close to the 10-second line, ended up rolling back across and got the over and back call. You can see the Whitewater player not quite coming all the way out because Pierce isn't showing shot. He doesn't look like he's going to try to shoot. So no reason to come out.
And Fitzpatrick, his shot just a little too short, and he tried to save it there on the shot carom, but looks like he got out of bounds there first. Oh, we're gonna have look like a foul there on the floor.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick pushing alongside Abdus-Salam. Didn't quite get far enough ahead as Salam started to turn. Yeah, this time Abdus-Salam a little bit out of control as he's pushing, attacking, and ends up getting the offensive foul. Again, something that Whitewater has to be careful of is foul trouble. Abdus-Salam can't pick up too many fouls and end up fouling out. They'll have to play with 4.
Fitzpatrick with the ball here. Gonna kick it out to Pierce. And Pierce with a shot. It's short. Eckelberg, he tries to tip it to his teammate. But University Whitewater's gonna get that one. Gonna stay Whitewater ball here.
Whitewater getting to the rim a couple of times here. For Illinois, it's so important that they stay disciplined and stay focused and executing and practicing the little things the way they want and don't pick up bad habits.
Indeed. So we're gonna have a foul there. Trying to see if they're gonna count that basket. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's gonna be a foul on the floor. And a shot attempt up, retrieved by the Illini. And Stevens to Fitzpatrick underneath the basket for the and one.
Yeah, and that's what Illinois wants to do. They want to quickly transition from defense to offense, so there's more space for them to attack. They can use their speed and their quickness going to the basket.
And a block there by Fitzpatrick. And they have numbers here. Looking to get it out in front. Pierce. It looks like gonna be a 3-second violation.
Yeah, 3 seconds on Martrell Stevens. He set the seal, but he didn't. He paused and thought that his teammate was going to get the ball up somewhere. He needs to make sure he clears the key after his teammate's in and not sit there and wait.
We're gonna have a quick timeout here.
out. So it's just the coaches talking, and sometimes that's not that interesting.
And a three-point shot finally able to connect for Whitewater here.
Yeah, nice look by Simeon from Whitewater. As I mentioned, I saw him taking some of these shots at halftime, and so it was clearly something that he was going to add to his game and do a little bit more.
We are innovators.
That seems to kind of kick-started Illinois just a little bit. They're a little bit more aggressive, pushing Whitewater just a little bit farther out. Yeah, a little bit more congestion now. Illinois picking up their intensity just a little bit, starting to extend just a little bit farther, being a little bit more aggressive in how they attack the ball with their wheels, voice, and hands. A nice play. Yeah, Binsfeld, hustle play inside, fights for the ball, dumps it off to his teammate, makes it really a 4-point swing there after Grant Pierce's 2, and then the putback off the offensive rebound.
On a nice bucket there by Gallagher.
Yeah, nice cut by Gallagher to get in.
Binsfeld putting a shot up, and he's able to get it in off the glass. You know, as we have Milan and Binsfeld in on the floor, just allowing rest for the senior squad out there. And Fitzpatrick able to come away with that one. We see this Illinois squad here of a more typical lineup. You know, they're starting to play with a little more aggression here as Fitzpatrick, he puts a shot up there that Binsfield tried to collect, but he was just a little off there.
Yeah, we've seen this before when Binsfeld and Milan come in together, especially. The pace of the game just generally goes up because those two players just like to fly. They love to push up and down the court.
Oh, and some great defense there by Grant Pierce, not fouling.
Yeah, it was a nice jump and trail by Illinois, so there wasn't a clean look by Whitewater as they rolled to the basket.
Oh, and Pierce with a wide open shot. It's just a little left.
Illinois doing a good job trying to, and there's the cut on the wing. Beautiful cut by Gallagher. You could see that Illinois got caught and didn't check their shoulders and see that cut and rotate to stop the cutter.
Indeed there. Nice pass by Simeon. Able to find the open Gallagher.
The pass where the defense comes from, and there's Pintor right where the defense came from.
Oh, and Pierce able to get that rebound and able to get that putback here. With about 5 seconds left in the game. Oh, in the third quarter, excuse me. And that'll be the end of the third. Illinois up 36-25 at the end of the third. Illinois looking to close this one out here with a win to cap off their weekend.
From harnessing the transformative power of computing and data sciences to discovering new ways for environmental and agricultural sustainability, to opening new pathways for better patient care and medical discovery using AI. At Illinois, we develop and deliver ideas that positively impact the world.
Start of the fourth here. Illinois is going to start with the ball here. Alessandro Pintori is going to give it to Jack Binsfield here. And Binfield is looking to find his teammates here. And instantly, he kicks it to Pierce. But the shot won't count. It's going to be a turnover. But we're going to have a little bit of stoppage. There seems to be some water on the floor.
I really like Grant Pierce's his shot and just the relaxed nature of it.
Indeed.
And a lot of times we see him, like right now we'll see Binsfeld on one side, like split away from Fitzpatrick and Grant Pierce. Be interesting to see Grant Pierce work with one of his big teammates there on a power set and see how that works and begin to create a pick and roll out of that. So I think teams will have to honor his jump shot from outside. If he's especially working with Binsfeld, who's really, his disposition is to go to the hoop, it could be really, really effective.
Oh, and Binsfield unable to finish there on the other end. And it's going to be Illinois ball here on that one. Come on, buddy, you got to know that one.
And there we go. We got Grant Pierce working with Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick, he's going to pass it to an open Binsfield. Binsfield, he's going to kick it to Eckelberg, and Eckelberg able to get it to go. Nice read there by Binsfield, being very unselfish, allowing his teammate to score right there.
Yeah, there you can see Illinois doing a really good job quickly transitioning from offense to defense, helping each other in. Whitewater having difficulty getting past them. Maybe getting a little bit tired as the game's going on.
And Pintor, his shot good.
Picks up where he left off from the last game. And that could be really, really effective for the Illini if you're working Grant Pierce and, say, Binsfeld together on one side. You put Pinter up high, and Fitzpatrick on the offside. You can't leave Pinter because he's hitting that shot, but you've got to jump Grant Pierce behind that screen because he can hit the shot. All of a sudden, you present the defense with some really complex decisions.
Indeed, and we're going to see a foul here. I think this is going to be against, well, this is going to be against Illinois.
So all of those different things give Illinois more options. Keeping in mind, in all of that, we still have options sitting on the Illinois bench in Davis and Milan and Moalim as examples of some of the other options that still can come in and score in different ways.
Abdul Salam hits his first, and checking in for Pintor's Stevens. Fitzpatrick with the ball here, moving really quickly. Gets it to Pierce, and Pierce able to get his shot to go. Pierce's shot has just been great here all weekend.
Yeah, he's just very steady. You see him take the shot, very relaxed, the same way every time. You don't really ever see him get flustered or, take a rushed shot.
And we see some risky passes there, and we're going to see a forced turnover by Illinois. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Pierce, his shot good.
Oh, I love the little pass fake by Pierce. He did that little pass fake. He saw Abdul Salam do a little move, so that meant he was playing the ball. That means you keep the ball, go to the basket. Subtle little thing that you learn from a pass fake. You get information from the defense about how they're guarding you. Great read by Pierce.
Abdul Salam with the ball, guarded by Binsfield. 7 seconds to shoot. Gallagher, he's going to put up a shot. A little too much there. Rebounded by Eckelberg.
Great cross by Fitzpatrick and Binsfeld to cross each other, and then that helped Fitzpatrick cross one of the Whitewater players out and get wide open to the basket.
Stevens, a nice easy scoop layup there.
Yeah, really, really smart play by Stevens. He identified that the Whitewater player, that Gallagher, really has to keep the ball in his left hand, and he overplayed that. And Gallagher brought it down just a little bit, and Martrell right there to capitalize and give a little tip.
Getting ready to check in. We have Matthew Davis and Molam. Going to the bench, we have Grant Pierce and Noah Eckelberg. Great game they both have played.
Yeah, really solid game. And now we got Joshua Pierce out there.
He's coming in for Binsfield. An easy basket there on a little bank shot. Oh, and a tough pass there. We try to get that Stevens and Davis connection.
Yeah, that's a long, tough pass to make by Martrell Stevens. Nice shot by Simeon. And again, we saw him warming up at half. So these are these little things, if you're coaching or playing the game and you're watching what other players are doing at the half, that can be a cue as to what you can expect to see in the second half of a game from a player.
Illinois up here 50-32 with about 4.5 left in the game.
Yeah, even though Illinois is up, they don't want to get into the habit of making mental errors like letting 30 have a wide open look like that. They want to have the habits to make good decisions out there.
They do, and just a miscommunication pass right there for Whitewater, going to be a turnover. Stevens, he finds Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick able to put a quick bucket up. And another three-point attempt by Gallagher, and he's able to get that one to go.
Swinging the ball to Davis behind the screen.
Fitzpatrick with the ball here. I think he was looking for a teammate. He's going to get it to Stevens, a risky pass there. I think he's going to shoot this when he does, and it's just off. Stevens able to get the rebound, though. He gets it back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with a nice pass, a nice shot inside.
For a bit there, you could see Illinois getting stuck in those 2-on-2 screen games, not getting any kind of crossing attack, and not being able to get the space they needed to get to the rim, being forced to take an outside shot that maybe they didn't want to take, that wasn't in as great a position.
And Davis with a nice steal there. Stevens going to try and push it ahead. A nice seal there by Fitzpatrick, and Stevens able to draw a foul. He'll shoot two.
Props to the Whitewater players, continuing to battle the entire game with just the 5 of them out there, most of their teammates sick. So really nice job there, battling the entire game against this Illinois team.
A little too much there on the first attempt by Stevens. And the second one is cashed, putting this lead up to 20.
A little bit of congestion here. Whitewater having difficulty moving the ball against the chair position of the Illini.
Yeah, and that ball just doesn't bounce their way on that shot. Fitzpatrick here. He finds Eckelberg. Eckelberg to Matthew Davis. And Fitzpatrick for three. Oh, it looked good, but just off. It'll go out of bounds. Be Whitewater ball here with 1:56.
Yeah, again, Illinois getting stuck in those screen games, 2-on-2 in the wings, and it's so easy to push them farther out. The space that opens up are the elbows, and so that's where you have to start having a crossing attack. Got a little player trying to run on the court here, trying to join the game. But at 3 years old, I think he's a little bit young to play in this particular game.
Yeah, just maybe. And another three-point attempt, and it's good by Abdul Salam. Whitewater being able to hit a couple threes here late in the game. Davis inside, and an easy bucket.
Whitewater's hit a few threes here today, and they're a team that's always had a couple of players that could hit threes. It's part of their character, their identity, and they're willing to take them. You can see Illinois coming all the way out. Moreland tipping it.
And checking in, looks like we're going to have Pintor and Molam. Or an Atkins, excuse me. And just ovation to our seniors who have played an incredible game, and just honoring them and all the hard work they've put in throughout their time here in this program. Shout out Noah Eckelberg, Martrell Stevens, and Muhammad Molam. Pierce with the shot, a little short. And a pass out of bounds. Going to be Illinois ball here.
Yeah, not much time left in this game. Again, got to give props to the Whitewater players. Battling through, having almost their entire team, with the exception of these 5 players, sick today. Coming in battling for 40 minutes.
Pierce setting in for a nice shot. Very, very great shot there by Pierce.
Yeah, and Illinois, they've done a good job stopping the cuts to the basket and continue to build off of some of the gains they've had defensively. And that'll be important for them to remember that as they move forward this season.
And that will be it, everybody. The final score of this one will be 59-38. What an outing for Illinois. They've done a great job this weekend. They're going to get the win over the depleted Whitewater team and end their weekend 3-1.
Yeah, a lot of positives for Illinois to take from this. They've added things to their game through the course of the weekend. I think they're beginning to see who they are from an identity perspective, and that a core piece of who they are is going to be what they do defensively and how they extend pressure, but then the technical aspects of it. That idea that they're not going to give any free cuts to the basket. I think that's going to become a big piece of who they become. Now what they've got to do is figure out who they are on the offensive side.
Indeed. Well, that is it for us. Thank you for tuning in this weekend. It's been a great time being with you all. I just want to personally shout out Frog for being with us this weekend. A great job on the mic with us. A pleasure to have you. Thank you.
It was my pleasure, too. A lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to maybe doing this again.
Indeed. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time here. Next time we will be in Edensboro, Pennsylvania.